Mr. Gates, because this is, I know, a topic that you've spoken on again and again. You were ahead of the curve prior to the beginning of this pandemic. Where would you assess where we are today in beating COVID-19?
Well, sadly, the virus itself, particularly the variant called Omicron, is a type of vaccine. That is, it creates both B-cell and T-cell immunity. And it's done a better job of getting out to the world population than we have with vaccines. If you do surveys in African countries, you get well over 80% of people have been exposed either to the vaccine or to various variants. And so, what that does is it means the chance of severe disease, which is mainly associated with being elderly and having obesity or diabetes, those risks are now dramatically reduced because of that infection exposure. And it's sad we didn't do a great job on therapeutics. Only here 2 years in do we have a good therapeutic. Vaccines, it took us 2 years to be in oversupply. Today, there are more vaccines than there is demand for vaccines. And that wasn't true. And next time we should try and make it, instead of 2 years, we should make it more like 6 months, which certainly some of the standardized platform approaches, including mRNA, would allow us to do that. So, it took us a lot longer this time than it should have.
So there you go. Needless to say, Mr. Gates wants to come on the channel. We'd be more than delighted to have him. So that sounded like pretty good news to me on natural immunity, as far as I can tell. But what's confused me is let's look at what Mr. Gates actually said here. Sadly, the virus itself, particularly the variant called Omicron, is a type of vaccine creates both B and T memory cell immunity, and it's done a better job of getting out into the world population than we have with vaccines. Sero survey in Africa countries 80% positive. Chances of severe disease dramatically reduced because of that infection exposure. And it's true we didn't do a great job on therapeutics. So what I need you to help me with is why is he saying sadly to this? Why does he prefix that with sadly? If I'd been saying something similar, I would have said I'm happy that, or pleased that, or, well, in actual fact, I'm delirious, delighted, ecstatic about this, because it means that billions of people around the world are being protected from severe disease by natural immunity.